We just learned a little bit about Gond art, and now we get to create our own Gond fish. Put your name and teacher code on the back. Position your stencil whichever direction you would like it to face, and go ahead and trace it very, very carefully and slowly with a regular size black Sharpie. Then switch to pencil to add your extra lines. We'll start by adding the lines on the face, which are just a few fingers from the front of our fish here, and you're going to add 2 very slightly curved lines. And they should probably be wide enough you can fit a finger in between them. If you want to do them a little wider, that's okay too. And then we're going to come down by the tail and do the same thing. 2 lines that our finger can fit in between. So it's not too skinny and just slightly curved. You may want to add a line to divide up your fins. And then you're going to add your fins. And our fins are just kind of a rounded U shape or rainbow shape. And they kind of face forward and backward a little bit. And make sure they're large enough. So kind of swoop around, add your fin, and I can fit about 2 of my fingers inside of there. So if it's really teeny tiny, erase and make it larger. And then same thing inside of those, just like this where I divided it. I'm going to do the same thing with a slightly curved line. So this one's going to slightly curve forward, and these 2 are going to slightly curve back. Now we're going to go ahead and add the mouth and the eye. So the eye should be big enough you can fit a finger or 2 in there. Remember, it's going to probably shrink just a little when we add Sharpie, at least some of the black area. And a smile on his face. And kind of a C shape in there. And if you want to do a highlight for the eye, remember, draw an extra big circle there, because when you add the black marker, it'll shrink just a tiny bit. When you have your fish drawn, now you're ready to start adding some different lines and patterns in here. Look at all the references on Google Classroom to help you determine what you'd like to add in here. So if you look, I have different size dots and lines and things like that. So go ahead and take a look at those. You can also use a little Sharpie for very small areas and a larger one for larger areas. It's up to you if you want to use a pencil first, if you just want to go right to your paper with the Sharpie, because a lot of the oopses can easily be turned into something. It is your choice. If you're using a little Sharpie, here's a little reminder. The caps are pretty tough to put on there, so make sure that you hear a click and you feel it actually close and there isn't any little gaps in there, because these dry out super, super quick. So take a peek at those patterns and create something cool. When you're done with your drawing, you're just going to add little accents of crayon. So the orange is crayon, the blue is crayon, and the little bits of green are crayon, and then I have a little purple here. Color very, very dark. The rest is watercolor paint. And then if you have time, add your waves by pressing pretty hard with a white crayon. You're just going to repeat the wave shape over and over.